Hello, everybody. I want to give you guys a tour of the model train set that I recently built. When I was a kid, I loved model trains, and I always envisioned a train set going through the house, through the walls, through the closet, into different bedrooms, things like that. And since life is only going in one direction, I said, let's just go ahead and do this. Let's build it. Okay, let's give you a tour. So it starts in my office, and then it goes into my basement. And there's about 80 feet to 85 feet of track here. This is Lionel, it's O scale. There's about 12 electrical points that connect it. It was no fun. So we enter back into the living space. We're coming behind the TV. This is my office on the right. Oh, Ben loves the Super Chief. That's the name of the train set, because as you can see, I put some treats on there for him, and he loves it. And then we come back into the office. And you know, again, I've always loved trains. Today was a good day. All right, so I watched some YouTube videos because I don't remember how to do this. It was 35 years ago, and I did have some severe crashes. This was not a stage scene. It was in the crawl space. But I did it. I got started, right? And this was fun to explore in my head, the idea of building this train set. It was really fun to dream about and see it. But once I started making the cuts and things weren't level, I went back to the hardware store 4 or 5 times the first day. And also there was a narrative that was like, Paul, what are we doing here, buddy? I don't think this is increasing any home value, or what, you're cutting holes. But I just kept going, right? There were some very challenging times with this, but as you can see, it started to come together. And I just kept doing this for that kid who loved model trains, and you know, because life is busy, and there's this voice that tells us that we can't do things like this. So part of this train set was to keep that voice in check. And I'll be honest, I did not enjoy all of it. There were some very frustrating times. Remember this photo right here? It was like, eject button, can somebody come help? But I kept showing up. And oh, the crawl space. Oh, this was the most challenging part. I'd get up there probably 50 or 60 times. Sometimes I'd get up there and realize I forgot one tool, and I had to come back out and ninja roll out of this thing about 50 or 60 times, right? But we kept going, and it was neat to see things when they were almost done. Like the tunnels were prepared. And by the way, there were 5 tunnels.
Yeah, it fits.
Yeah, it fits. There were 5 tunnels carved and cut through the wall. And this is the fun part. We start to scape it. This here is my wonderful wife, Nemia. I think this mountain scene looks fantastic. Oh, order these on Amazon. They came unpainted. So for 10 hours, my wife painted these caricatures and put them on the train set. Now, a reason why I think model railroading, we went big on the hot glue there. A reason I think model railroading is a fun hobby is because no matter how shitty your life situation has ended up, or can be for anybody at any given time, it is, oh, there's the control panel. That's a dragon, of course. It's fun to model something where your own little world can be perfect. What's up, Nemo? Okay, oh, this is neat. So Ben loves the Super Chief. And he knows that train, the tanker, the red boxcar, and the green caboose are the only 3 cars that can have a treat on the top. So he'll roll out and see. If he sees one of those 3 cars, he's like, it's game on, and he'll come and get his snack. Check that out. He's only had 2 derailments in about 100 snacks. And he obviously could just knock the train over and get the treat, but those are standard poodles for you. They are wicked smart. All right, coming through the hallway or into the closet. And yeah, let's just watch some trains roll here. Again, there was 5 tunnels cut, and this mural is really neat. My wife and I, we met in Colombia, and that brightly colored structure on the right that actually exists. It's about 100 feet high in Colombia, and that was one of our dates. Oh, watching this train set when in the shadows in the dark was also exciting, and I didn't see that coming. This train set casts unique shadows on the wall. We're gonna have a moonrise. We are gonna have a new moonrise. Check it out. Again, that was totally accidental, but look at the columns that the train casts on the wall, the shadows of the leaves of the trees of escaping. Oh, and look at the guy on the wall in the shadow. Look at the shadow right there. There's another lady hanging out for the train in the shadow. I have never seen anyone escape the shadows in the model train world. So big opportunity there for you guys. What's up, Nemo? Oh, let's check out the passenger train. This was fun. I've always loved passenger trains. So right there, we got me and my best buddy, Ben. And we wanted to go for the ride for sure. Why not? That's a Mexican cantina, sombrero on the wall for sure. Oh, here's a photo of my wife and I on one of our first dates in Bozeman, Montana. And we are eating ice cream. It was a really good night. Okay, so when I turned 40, I had a party right around the time I finished it. And, you know, part of the reason I wanted to do this is a train brings smiles out for everybody. No matter if you like them or not, if you're ever going to be part of the hobby or not, which most people aren't, yeah, there's something about them. They like to see them in displays or in windows, or they're fun. And so, as you can see on this ride-along cam, I think the train is putting a lot of smiles on people's faces. So part of the goal was to add joy to a world that can be quite serious at times, especially the older we get. And so in that regard, I think it worked. I do. And I know it's put so many smiles on my face when I'm able to fire it up, let it cruise around. Oh, and here's a great, wonderful smile right now. And you know this thing has a horn. Yep. And this one too. Overall, I think this layout took me 5 weeks to build. I had to make constant upgrades after that, but it was 5 weeks. I think I could have done it sooner, but I had to wait for track to arrive or Amazon deliveries to arrive. But I'm really happy I did it, like I said. This was and has been one of my proudest accomplishments. I think looking back right now, this is one of the coolest things I've ever built or I've ever been a part of. And when people come by, they always want to see it. I always fire it up, and occasionally someone's child will show up, and the joy is so fun to watch. It's almost infectious, right? And I think one smile on a face always passes on to another face. I think that's a universal law. And this train keeps making me smile. It really does. Thanks for watching the Super Chief video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you maybe found a smile on your own face. All right. Thank you so much.